Good enough.
Close enough for Monday. And we're back. Okay, cool. Stream didn't freeze. Everything went off without a hitch. There's no technical difficulties. Everything's good. This is surprising. So yeah, as you can tell, stream, we are back. It has been 335 days and 22 hours since we played Raen, but we're back at it. Who's counting? Derek's back with us too. All the way over there on the end. Yeah, I got nothing to add. Subscribe Twitch Prime, I guess. Moving along. Does anybody want to give a recap, or do you just want me to give you a more like in-depth, like yada yada?
I've got like a paragraph. That's about it.
Okay, tell you what. Why don't you read your paragraph, and then I'll fill in anything that needs to be filled in.
Sure. So first note, from now on we will open the castle at noon to feed the denizens inside. We get attacked by a young sea serpent, we kill it, and I cook the shit out of it, and it's delicious. Then Ven comes back out of the castle, shoots a beached whale, and annihilates it, and 3 kobolds. But the next evening, 2 young sea drakes attack us in the night. We take one down, but the other one grabs me and dives into the water. Raen and Kaido go in after me, almost die, but Kaido dimension doors me back to the ship. And now Gran is still stuck out, grappled by the sea serpent, with a rope attached to him.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly where we left off. And as you can see...
I do have to add that you specifically said that when the whale blew up, it blew up as a massive fart.
Of course, how could I forget?
Okay. Well, right then. Okay. Peps, nobody wants to see your butthole. Come on, it's TOS. Good point. Okay, cool. Well then, without any further ado, you guys were headed to Black Marsh because Cohen got a letter from Wrath that explains his true heritage, and you heard that the king there had died. The Inquisition started heading over there to try and impose their moral gray philosophy upon the land and on the new king, and yada yada. So you guys got a ship. That's why you're on, a ship. And I can't remember where you got all your money from. I'm pretty sure it was like a deck of many things kind of deal.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so that's why you guys are out there. Okay, we're good. So I'm pretty sure there's even an initiative track. There is an initiative tracker right there.
Woohoo!
So yeah, we resume where we left off with Merrick. It's your turn.
Well, shit. Gran is out in the water and he's grappled, right?
Yes.
Sea Dragon is diving down.
Yes.
Well, since Cohen's in heavy armor, I doubt he can swim, so I will cast Divine Spark on myself to heal.
Okay.
Was that?
Nothing.
I will heal for 19.
You heal for 19.
I guess I'll dive in the water.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he heal for, less than that since they're all tied together?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, the tied together thing.
Yeah, you guys are all cursed. That's right. Okay, so you don't heal for 19. You heal for 19 divided by 1, 2, 3, 5. Everybody heals.
It's just the 3 of them.
3.
Oh, is there 3 of you? Okay, then.
There's the
Yes,
tied
I think
one.
Ebby died and then came back and got rid of the curse.
That's right. Yes.
Oh shoot! I forgot
So then,
about that.
yeah, Merrick, Cohen, and Gran each heal for, let's say 5. Well, no.
That is a lot less than I was hoping
In
for.
D&D, you round down, so
6.
Alright, I'll heal for
Yeah.
4.
sorry, no, 6. because it was 19. I'm looking at the above roll.
Okay, math is hard.
You're good. 19.
2 more.
You heal for 6. So does Merrick. So does you are Merrick.
Me.
It's been a minute since
Cohen
we
is
played.
linked, right? Or-
Yeah.
It's me.
Merrick,
I'm the other
Cohen, and Gran each heal for 6. Whew. Okay, we got that.
Okay. Oh, fuck, we're linked. It doesn't matter. Because if Grant goes down, we all do. So I'm jumping. I'm jumping in the water. 30 feet, so I'm 25 feet away from Grant.
Yeah, he is 10 feet down.
No, I have 40 feet of movement, so I'm 15 feet away.
Okay.
We did leave off with me saying I've got him, but I mean if you
Oh,
want to
you
jump in,
did.
it's fine.
And there is
If you
also
did say
there is
that.
also a rope. He is attached to a rope.
Yes, but I also have 7 strength, so I'm not doing shit.
Fair.
Well, I don't have anything to do with bonus action, so I will ready an action to help with the rope in case anybody does anything with that, and then my turn.
Okay.
And say, Kaido, I believe in you.
We go to Cohen. What are you doing?
So, Kaido is Ryan's character, right?
Yeah.
Yar.
And you, yeah, okay. You said you have him, and that was what you said. That was it. Pretty brief.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, hey, I just, Can I do anything to help you? No, my spells suck. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll just ready an attack with my glaive because it has 10 feet reach. If somehow this monster comes closer.
Okay. All right, you're
I
good to
guess
go.
Yeah. That's it.
Then Kato, whatever. Brian, your turn.
Kato.
Kato, got it.
So I will go ahead and vortex warp our friend Gran over right there.
Fuck is vortex warp?
Let's click and let's.
Okay, I need you to make a con save, Grant.
He can choose to fail, but he
True.
I mean,
On save.
Or you can choose to fail.
Are you not choosing to fail?
Oh, and I rolled.
Or you
are
can
you
choose
choosing
to fail.
to fail?
Wait, do I want to fail? I don't understand.
You should read the spell.
You want to fail?
Probably.
Oh,
Please
I
fail.
It's a
I
get
failed.
out of free jail. A get out of jail free
Yeah.
card. Do you want it? No.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Busy making my backup character, okay?
So Gran is magically teleported, and just so nobody can claim that I did this to you, I need a D100 check, please.
Me?
Anybody? Okay. There was a 50% chance that the rope stayed in the dragon's mouth and possibly did some damage or yanked whoever was holding the other end of the rope. But when they teleported you, the rope just kind of like settled in the jaws of the dragon closed and it didn't catch the rope. So yeah, that brings you to let's just say the end of combat, unless anybody wants to take a pot shot at the dragon as it's leaving.
Bye-bye.
No. No.
No, you're gonna let it go. Okay,
Mhm.
then we end the combat. Congratulations, you have survived.
Yay!
That was very anticlimactic after
You
waiting
guys
for a
look
year.
very.
I waited a year for this spell.
Right?
You guys look the worse for the wear. I'm
is
going back to
not
my
what I need.
hole.
Yeah, it's cold out here. I mean, my skivvies.
We should probably let the cook know that we've got some nice new food for him to prepare.
I've never had dragon.
Was this throughout night or was this like in the day?
I believe it was.
We got
an
interrupted in
evening.
the night, yeah.
Yeah.
Night.
Because I am
That's
not
why
wearing
you're-
any armor.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
So, I assume everybody kind of goes back to what they were doing, sleeping, working on their grappling hook, yada yada.
I'm going to
Okay.
bed.
Okay, then here's where we're going to take a little bit of a time jump. So, I need somebody to roll a d20 for me. $16.
The big dick.
I how the big dick also rolled twice.
Yeah, right. I'm ignoring
Well, it's
the
so
second
big that it
Mm.
jostled the dice.
Okay,
I hit on
so
the way down and the way up.
I'll give you guys the benefit there of the higher roll and say the rest of the travel will take you 10 days. I just need to do a couple of checks. Please hold. Okay. I need 3 d20s. That's great.
2.
Great start. Okay.
God damn it, hit us 3 times.
Okay.
Big Dick's a quick shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 pump chomp.
With a quick reload.
Okay, really quick. Let me just check the old notes. Okay, Merrick, can I get a D91, please?
Sure.
73. Something happens in the world that you are unaware of. Whoever rolled the 11, can I get a D16? Oh, I went out of order. I should have done the 13 first. Whatever. D16 for the 11. 7 is... something happens in the world that you are unaware of. And the 13, can I get a D112? 30.
I swear to God, if something happens in the world, I'm gonna flip this fucking table.
No, this one you're actually aware of, but you have hired... I believe you hired a bosun? Hold on.
I hope so.
And you have... okay, half your crews. Yeah, okay. So you do have a bosun that you're paying, and half of your crew is skilled. So it's really a non-factor. You will need to... when you stop at port or whatever, you will need to get some spare lumber, as you've used up a little bit of your reserves when, out of nowhere, your ship was beached for 1d8 hours on a shipwreck.
Can we just take lumber from the shipwreck?
4 hours. You could if you want waterlogged lumber.
Can I search the shipwreck while I...
Yeah, is there
'cause
anything
I don't
there?
have to bring
Sure,
cool.
yeah. Anybody who wants to, just make investigation checks.
tie a rope around me and I'll just go
I'll
like...
guidance myself.
Hell yeah, I'll make an investigation check.
Heck yeah.
20.
A 20.
No.
Am I back on the boat?
Not yet.
I keep rolling as the big dick. God
Yep.
damn it.
Okay. So a 20. Can you roll a D33, please?
D33.
There's only 33 options of what you can move.
Sunk my battleship.
5.
Okay, you find 7 changes of fine women's clothing, ball gowns and the like.
Okay.
A 13, you don't find much.
17.
13, you don't... Oh, 17?
17 for me as well. We both had guidance. And we both rolled 4s. And we both
Oh,
rolled
hell
I
30.
yeah.
see it. 17 and 17 is different. Can you please both
Nice.
roll me D33? 24 and 26. That's a little bit better. 24, you find a small box, roughly the size of like a cigar box or like a cell phone box that you'd find, you know, probably about yay big.
I shake it.
Okay. Something moves inside. But it doesn't slosh. It sounds like something metal or something somewhat heavier bouncing around inside a box. The 26, buried in the sediment at the bottom of the shipwreck, you just are able to barely catch what appears to be a little bit of rope. And you pull on the rope and pull on the rope and pull on the rope and eventually find a sack. In the sack, you find 200 gold worth of assorted rubies and emeralds.
Ooh, I'll add it to the pile.
Mm-hmm. And Kato was a 10. You don't find anything. Sorry. Cool. So after coming back from, having your ship like stop there on the beach and, like being repaired and whatnot, you guys stay there for most of the day helping out. Eventually it's time to kind of set back out onto the open seas. And those of you that are on watch are on watch. Actually, better yet, we'll play this one out. Who is on watch?
I mean,
at this point, you're like,
Yes.
I think Gran and I switched off because we both have short long rests. So
Okay.
we're
And
both
I-
always moving the ship.
And
Okay.
I also don't have to sleep.
so who's on first?
No.
Yes, who is on first?
Who's on second?
Who's
Yeah,
on
who's on
watch
first?
I'll be first.
Okay.
Sure. I'll just be chilling beside you. Actually, no. I'm gonna be figuring out what the fuck's in the box.
Okay. Do you open the box?
Oh, is it just openable?
Have you tried?
I'm standing right next to you, so
I try to.
hopefully it
open
doesn't blow up.
It doesn't have any hinge on it.
It looks like there's no discernment. I'm getting flashbacks to
Yeah.
the last time there's.
Yeah.
Is it the? It's the same fucking box. Isn't it?
It's a similar style box, but it's airtight.
I'm gonna spend so much time trying to figure it out because I'm
Cool.
not a smart robot.
You can just roll a d20 until, like every, let's say 5 minutes until you get a 20. So I'll just say maybe an hour goes by and you're able to open it.
I'm still fiddling with that box.
It's just very captivating. Listen to it and I just shake it.
Incredible.
Inside, you see a very small, probably the size of an actual d20, completely onyx gem with a tiny glimmer of light in the center of it. And as you're like picking up and looking at it, like, and you turn it, like the light seems to slowly move with it, as if it's not like in the center. It feels like, best way that I can describe it is like you've got this gem and you can see through like the exterior, and then the inside seems to be like filled with liquid or something, with something moving inside, and that is that light.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Merrick, as you head off for your rest after presumably watching your party mate there mess around with the box and finally open it, you make your way down to the bowels of the ship, into the barracks, and sleeping in your cot is a familiar looking creature wearing dark clothing and wearing a mask with a hat draped over his masked face, just sleeping spread-eagled on your cot.
Ebby, what are you doing in the captain's quarters? What did you get? What? Hang on. Are you I poke him with a stick.
I came back from the siege and everything was just so calm.
You came back. Hey, hang on. Gran, get over here.
I
Hey,
can't.
who else is awake?
Keep in
Start
watch.
stomping on the.
Everybody
It was
else
so
is just
loud
in the
for
barracks.
so long. And then I was here and everything was like swish, swish, and I just fell asleep.
You just back? I mean,
I mean-
I'm not complaining. Welcome back.
The first time I've felt safe in like a year.
Well, what have you been doing this whole time?
Oh, we were under siege from Nithelios.
Nithelios. Wow, he has an army.
He laid siege to the Acropolis with a bunch of warped souls. And,
Warped
saved
souls.
him
That
up.
sounds horrifying.
It wasn't great. No, it wasn't great. And then we had
Did
an
someone
internal
say
power
souls?
struggle.
Did
Oh, hi.
someone say souls?
Of course, Ven wakes up to that.
Yeah, Nathelios attacked the necropolis with a bunch of warped souls. We saved them off for now. He doesn't seem slated. And then we had an internal power struggle, and someone named the Dreamweaver has defected from our church and is running amok. If we run across someone named the Dreamweaver, I recommend killing them. They might look like this, and I hold up a mask from the Kelepan Temple. He was one of the 9, so he gets a special mask. He might remake the mask, or he might just look like a guy now. I don't know. I tore it off when he left.
Did you get a look at his face?
Yeah, he just looked like an old scarred man. We all
Old
kind
scarred man. Very, very specific.
Yeah. I'm not very artistic. Could maybe draw him, but I would definitely know him on sight. So if I point and go, let's fuck that guy up, I'm probably only going to save that for just this one guy. And you'll have to take my word for it.
I'll take your word for it. First guy you say that to, we murder.
Good to be back.
Good to have you back.
What if he says it a second time?
I'll think about it.
Jay, I would like to cast Detect Magic for the 10-minute ritual while everything else is happening
Sure.
downstairs.
Yeah.
I was looking to see if I had identified, but I don't think that's a cleric spell.
I don't know.
Not that's your knowledge.
Please hold.
I'm not.
Talk
I'm
amongst yourselves
done.
or RP in the bowels of the ship.
Oh,
It's
I brought
like
back the
RP in
puzzle
the
box.
bowels.
I had a puzzle box with me. Merrick's puzzle box.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I brought it back. I didn't do anything with it because I was busy with the siege, but I had it, you know.
All right. Well, you're free from the curse now, so.
Oh, there. Oh, right. Yeah, where we were all linked together with our vitality and all that.
Yes, we are still very, very much cursed.
Oh, that. Huh. How do you feel about that?
It feels invasive. I sometimes can kind of feel what they're feeling.
I stubbed my toe really, really hard on a staircase.
Ouch! You're a robot. How do you even feel?
I'm gonna wake up and hit my head, and thus cause more pain for you guys.
Ah! Not again. Can never get a good night's sleep.
That's actually hilarious.
Is that Ebby? And I'll walk over.
You're just punishing the group by headbutting the wall.
It's good to see you back.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Well,
What have you all been up to? You've just been sailing along the coast.
Gonna kind of pop my head out the window. We're getting closer. We were heading back to Blackmarsh. Jay, I don't remember for the life of me what was said when I got the information. Can you help me there?
I think your mentor died?
The note is
the king. Is there a note actually?
Yeah, in the journals tab. It's called Note to Cohen. You should have access to it.
Wait, I can share this then if it's.
Yep.
Oh. I don't see in journal entry.
It should be under journal. Yeah, I can reshare it. Hold on.
Yeah, if you could. And then I will just share the journal entry.
There you go. Now everybody has it.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm supposed to be able to see this?
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Since
grab
he said
it.
that he's showing you, yes.
Yeah,
That's why I shared
yeah.
it.
So I'll be showing this with you guys, and now I'm gonna read because it's been a long time.
Fair enough. While you're doing that, Taylor, or Graham, you have found an extremely old piece of magical technology. This is a thing that has not been created outside of a very, 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 very short list of creators. And has not been created in thousands of years outside of that extremely small list. This is a gem with magic trapped inside of it. It is a reusable gem.
I didn't cast Identify. I casted Detect Magic, so just...
Yep. You're getting a little bit of extra information though. It's fine. What else? No, actually, that is all you get. I can also tell you it reeks of conjuration and alteration.
I'm gonna go. This is the weirdest looking lamp I've ever seen. Maybe a genie will come out of it later, and then I'm gonna walk downstairs into the room where everybody is. Be like, Snake Man, you are a snake, right?
Well,
Yuntai,
I'm kind of a ghost in a snake man's body.
welcome back.
Hey,
I found this. Is this? No, I found this outside. You wouldn't get this. Is mine.
yeah, sure.
Do any of you know what this is?
Do I know what that is?
Given
Really
your
magical, I know.
background, I'll let you roll Arcana on it.
I know that much.
Ooh, if you give it to me,
20?
I can identify
20.
it.
It
You
is
can identify from where you're standing.
an incredibly old piece of magic called gem magic. For those that are familiar with Forgotten Realms, it was created by the Netherese, although in this universe, it's just incredibly old.
Oh, would that be relevant to the Aerthed Temple? Is that something they'd be interested in, since we're looking around for old magic anyway?
Very much so.
Oh, well done, Gran.
Yeah.
Like a proper initiate.
I'm gonna walk over to.
I guess what you would know is these gems generally have a magical spell trapped within them that can be used over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Ooh.
Nope.
I'll
I'm
give
gonna
Gran
walk-
all the information I have.
With that, I'm gonna be like, is anyone other than that one? And I point at I already forgot.
Fenverse.
Vendors,
wait,
other
okay.
than that one, know how to tell me more about this?
I don't know what you have against him, but sure, I could take a look at it if you want.
I've been beside him when he's been doing some weird stuff while y'all are sleeping. And I don't just mean the usual weird stuff. that
Speaking
you-
of weird stuff, have you fed the people in the last 10 days?
Yeah, I've fed him a few times.
Oh
Okay.
God, has anyone been feeding my fish?
You had a fish?
You had
I
it.
probably had fish.
We've eaten a lot of fish. Probably not yours.
I'll go up to Kaido and ask him to identify it.
Okay.
I cast Identify on it.
Okay. You are holding a spell gem. Specifically, the spell inside is Tree Stride. Once per day, resetting at dawn, you can cast the Tree Stride spell.
Not a bad spell.
So yeah,
Literally
if
never
you
heard of that one.
if you've got some trees around, you could maybe like go to other trees. It's a pretty cool spell.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have a funeral for my fish. Practice my grave clericness.
Okay. I like it.
Oh, you're a grave cleric, aren't you?
Correct.
Cool.
Yep.
Actually, with I mean, not to be meta, but I got buffed with the rebuild.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you guys can be way more dangerous.
Oh,
Good.
yeah, I should have just looked. I actually had something written. See?
Mm.
Anyway, sorry.
Huh. Yeah, your vibe is different.
I don't know what you're saying.
That's what I've
My
been saying.
vibe is the same.
Oh, he's a
No,
weirdo.
you definitely. No, your aura's all fucked up. And you smell like sulfur?
Experimentation when making weapons is always unique.
Yeah. I was just in a forge, during a siege. You know that requires weapons, and it smells nothing like that.
Esoteric weapon building is part of my repertoire now.
Yeah. I don't even need to do this. Oh, I don't get a virtual tabletop. Shoot, I can't roll through my character sheet. Oh,
You can.
Oh,
you
you
have
can.
to click both the buttons.
Yeah.
Like click both the
Beyond 20, the
buttons.
little D20s. In both tabs, click it once, you're good.
Well, your first roll was a lot better than the second one.
Yeah, the first one was 26.
Yeah. How did you see that but not know?
They're looking at
what
it
I-
on Beyond.
I was looking at my character sheet when you rolled it.
So what was the action? What was the roll? And I'll just go off of that.
It was an insight check on him, blaming it on the smithing.
Cool.
No, I said esoteric weapon building.
Cool.
However you want to think.
Are you trying to figure out if he's being deceptive to you?
Yes.
Okay, then Jason, I need you to roll to the DM either deception or persuasion, based on whether or not you're lying.
Oh, okay. I don't know how. Okay.
Just private.
Can I roll?
Yeah.
Does the question is, does he believe he's lying?
I gotta see what the DC is. Yeah, I think a 26 beats that. You're picking up. He doesn't. There's definitely some deception there, but less than you'd expect.
Okay. I'm gonna roll with you for now, but if I find out your interests are against mine or the temples,
A thumbs up.
cool. Fair enough. That's all I need to know.
Ben's been all right so far, so.
Well, has anyone gone missing around him?
I think the crew is all here.
Is the crew all here?
It's been a while since we did a head count.
Ship's crew is all here. Yes, they are all accounted for.
Wonderful. Can't be that
Yeah,
bad.
I've been helping. I've been mending little holes here and there. I don't know. What do you have?
Endangering
Anyways,
people.
and I would never endanger our crew.
That wasn't a straight answer.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
So he's off, just a little bit. He's doing his own thing.
Well, he has his uses.
Okay.
Haven't you seen his makeshift forge?
Oh God, should I look at his makeshift forge?
Yeah. Might
I mean, I've
explain
used it.
things.
Okay. I mean, wait, he has a forge on the boat. This boat, this made of wood boat.
We have metal shelling around it, I think.
I
Yep.
start
For that.
laughing and yeah, I'm just gonna point to where it is. I'm not sure. It's like
just in
down,
the corner
right?
of the
It's
barrel.
Yeah,
down.
it's the very bottom, right?
Yeah,
It's just
very
over.
bottom.
It's just over in the corner in the bottom of the
Yeah.
ship.
I'm just gonna go point it out.
I think I'm just gonna go start blessing the general area with my sensor. I'm just gonna do some loops with my sensor.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
believe once you go down the stairs, you start to smell that sulfur.
That by the way, that same aura that you picked up off of Ven is radiating from the forge. And now that you've noticed it, you're also picking it up a little bit here and there from the actual ship itself. Small patches here or there where it appears somebody has patched over a hole in the ship. You know, some rigging, some ropes tied here or there have like a weird aura around them.
With like Satan's ship of Theseus.
It's not a terrible guess.
Okay.
The ship is wholesome.
The ship is misunderstood. The ship has been through some shit, all right? Give the ship a break, you know? But yeah, you do see his little forge setup. He's got a small smelter and an anvil, hammer, all that stuff set up in the bottom of the ship. Yeah, it's kind of impressive.
Okay. Is there anything alive in that forge?
Make an investigation check.
Hey, I got it to work.
You did. No, doesn't appear that anything is alive there.
Okay, I'm gonna take my devotee sensor and just, cruise the floor with it.
Okay, can I get a, let's say, religion check for your blessing of the ship? See how effective it is.
Man, I'm rolling not so great. I spent it all on that insight.
So far, not amazing. You bless the ship as best as you can. You feel like?
I feel slightly better about this.
Yeah.
So we're going to Black Marsh. Cohen,
Yeah?
we're doing some family stuff, it seems like, with you.
Yeah.
How would you like all this to go?
Well, last we talked as a group, we were essentially heading there to stop the Inquisition to take over before they did. I don't know if
Okay.
you read all of that note, but TLDR was I am the heir of Black Marsh.
Okay. So we want to install you as the heir? Do you want to be the heir?
I don't know, but I'm not going to let the Inquisition take it, and it's probably not a good call just for anyone.
I mean, I'll be king of Black Marsh if you don't want.
Whoa, whoa.
I have a very regal sounding last name.
I just don't know if I want to be necessarily locked down here.
Well, all you
After
need to
all
do is
said
have a
and
son,
done.
right? You could just we could stay here long enough for you to get a woman pregnant, and then we can hope that it's an heir that can take
Incompetent.
over. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
getting
We're-
flashbacks to Jason and Taylor.
So perhaps I spread the conquest.
Different kind of conquest.
Hardcore paladin.
Okay, so we're staving off the Inquisition.
Most definitely, yeah.
Nobody expects the Inquisition. Sorry, nobody expects us. Everybody expects the Inquisition. We live in dangerous times.
The Inquisition is everywhere.
But not us. We're nowhere. Sorry, I really should be up on deck watching where we're going. I'm just gonna like skedaddle out of the room.
So
Thank you for
you
telling me about my spell.
you get back up top and realize that you just left the ship unattended, and very quickly you realize that the ship is now pointed directly at land. So you very quickly get the ship turned and, continue
I'm
going
gonna
north.
yell-
But yeah.
I'm gonna yell hard to port, but go the opposite direction, so everybody braces one way and then goes the other.
Gotcha. You're also the only one up there with the tiller, so presumably nobody hurt you.
Fair enough.
Just the ship is starting to list lazily towards the land, and then you get up there, you're like, oh shit!
Just Grant is just yelling on the deck, and we're all below, like, oh, hey.
You guys are catching up. He's just like having a meltdown. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to do for the night before we wake up the next day?
No, how do I add a spell gem with a spell to my character sheet? I added
Just
a spell gem.
put
but
it in
doesn't.
your notes that you can cast Tree Stride once per day and try and track it manually.
Right, because yeah, all the ones in D&D Beyond are like the Deep Gnome ones.
Yeah.
Where it's like you can put shit into them.
Yeah. I believe you can do it if you add a feat manually and a lot of custom
that.
shit. You can do that if you want to, or you can just track it manually. I trust you guys. So
Ah, it's your fucking mistake.
yeah, that was the first mistake,
We're gonna tree side so much.
right?
I was really sad when I read it and it said into a living tree.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, I can't jump into the boat.
I mean, we could get like a really
why
big
the gem
pot.
was left behind, presumably.
Yeah, we could a green roof it, We just install a tree on the deck.
Yeah.
I'm into
Forge
that.
up top, tree up top, forge on the bottom.
There you go.
Totally not against code at all.
What would sprout
Yeah.
from those branches, I wonder?
Love.
There you go.
Yeah, love. That's what we can call it. Screaming
That's what
love.
we're gonna call the demon. Yeah.
Something that's contagious, anyways.
How do you guys think the boat's not bad? The boat's an inanimate object. Nothing can happen.
Very
It's a
true.
boat.
It is a boat.
You say that.
I
Okay.
insight check
Let's see
him?
you animate it.
He's not that's just meta talk. It's fine.
No,
Okay.
I know. That's
so-
what I mean. Can I insight
You're a puppet
Jason?
Yeah, sure, but I'm not going to tell you whether or not you get it. Okay, so everybody goes to sleep. You can long rest and whatnot if you need to. And when you awake in the morning, I need one of you to roll a d20.
I got it. No, I don't
Oh,
got
sorry.
No, take it.
15
You haven't rolled.
is-
it. In 335 days.
Something happens in the world that you are unaware of.
God fucking damn it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it might be right on shore. You don't know.
That's fair.
Could be in
Okay.
our boat.
Very true.
Wait, so what?
Did this work? It did work.
So, as your ship is just trucking along, you notice some lights and buildings are appearing on the land to your west. It appears you are coming up on a very large settlement.
Is it what I know Black Marsh is, or
You
is
do.
it closer?
Yep.
Okay.
You recognize it.
Do we need papers to enter Black Marsh, or?
I've never had to have papers personally.
I think he's our papers.
It should be fine.
Fair enough.
I do have a signet from my family. Well,
And
I guess this was the fake family. Now that I think about it,
Ah, that is less useful.
also,
potentially.
Varric, we have these, and I just kind of like point at my gun.
We probably shouldn't motor as soon as we get there. That would probably be bad.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. The encounter with the dragon, nearly what you flesh bags called drowning, has left me. What I assume to be a near-death experience. So
Yes, it was quite close. If
Thank
they
you.
pull out their swords, though, then blast away.
Got it.
Can I see any like other lights, like maybe a army perhaps marching towards Black Marsh?
You don't see an army. You do see a modest encampment, tents and whatnot. No palisades, no defensive fortifications, but a significant amount of tents, kind of camped in the field south of Black Marsh. Not too close to the city and castle, but on the fields.
Can
Several
I
of
tell
them
the color?
are black. Yeah. Several of them are black. There's some greens, some blues, some yellows, but most of them are black.
What color was the Inquisition?
Black.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You
Cool.
have two
Thank
party
you.
members who also wear all black, for the record.
Right.
What?
I'm gonna. point
Well,
out
at
the
least black
tents.
cloaks.
Can anyone scope this out a little further? I'm gonna just kind of point over towards all the tents. Can you tell if they're Inquisition getting ready to
I hand him the
attack?
telescope.
He hands you a telescope.
I don't want to do everything myself though.
You're not a king yet,
Make a perception
Lazy.
check with advantage.
lazy motherfucker, and I give him guidance as I'm walking away. Can't wait to see what he's like when he's a fucking king.
I'm
Jesus Christ.
probably holding this the wrong way.
Okay.
Okay, nope. Nope,
Yeah,
I found
D4.
out.
Add a
D4.
d4. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say my perception's pretty bad.
Okay.
Plus 3.
Yeah, so you see, oh, that's funny. You rolled a natural 19. -2. Ah, you're right. Your perception is pretty bad. Okay, so you see a not insignificant amount of Inquisition tents. As you're kind of scanning the, say, tent city that's there, you notice that there are other colors. You don't really make note of any particularly different ones. They're pretty much all kinds of different colors. It appears that they are having breakfast. You see a couple of cook fires. You see people walking around handing food out to other people. You don't really notice any sort of commotion or anything out of the norm. Aside from many black cloaked figures just walking around, a couple of them, appear to be looking in on people and continue walking, glancing in on people, as if they're, God damn it, Brian. Yeah, being nosy inquisitors. But, yeah, everybody seems to be, for the most part, getting along. But, presumably a good sign that the Inquisition isn't in the city yet. Yeah, you can. You see what you'd expect to see from a city and castle. The one thing which maybe you wouldn't have expected to see it, but given recent history, kind of makes sense. You notice all of the banners hanging from the castle in Black Marsh all have kind of like amendments to their banners. The bottom half is all like a wavy black and red line, which you know as a sign of mourning. So all the banners and stuff for the family Danaean is in mourning, is essentially what it means. Mourning,
it's like half-mast type.
Yeah,
type
exactly.
Yeah.
But they just add like a little thing to the bottom of their banners so that everybody knows, oh, shit, somebody lost somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to close it up and hand it back to Graham. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome, Your Highness.
So, how do we plan on scaring them away?
Well, we should remember that some of them are very, 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 very strong, so we should be cautious.
This
but
is true.
I survived a dragon. Kind of.
Yes. But you remember that fellow from the previous town? That could have wiped the floor with us at any moment. Yeah, it's very scary.
It was very unlikely that person's here.
Yes, but he wasn't even top dog. He was like
No.
middle dog.
So it's possible that these paladin-y types could push back significantly.
Yes.
Definitely.
I do have the ability to shield you from dying.
Ah, very useful for one of us.
So there's that. Ward you from death, as it were.
Perhaps it should be used on Our Highness.
I got you guys with me. Whatever you see fit.
Mostly because we are soul linked, and if he dies, we both die as well.
That is true. I have been kind of looking after the ones we've been linked to, because it's great, right?
Yes, I am paper thin.
You're made of paper. I didn't know humans were made of paper.
It's a figure of speech, Brian. Remember, not everything we say is literal. Never mind.
Changes everything. You're made of paper.
Sure. Might as well be.
That explains why you. Interesting.
I could also
Very
cast
curious.
a massive blight, if that's helpful.
That could be helpful.
Yeah,
Just against the goons, but
I find it particularly effective to lock a large amount of things you want to kill in a small space, and then treat the blight like a pressure cooker, and just allow them to sit in it and melt.
Jesus, it happened. No, this is pretty standard classic you, actually, now that I think about it. It's just been.
it's horrifying but effective.
If we need to be in a prolonged siege, could give more advice.
Yes, if this does turn into that.
Would it be better if perhaps I get off earlier and could ride to Black Marsh by myself?
We should definitely get into the city by going around the Inquisition. I think the Inquisition is going to have a ton of questions and probably even try and prevent us from getting in. So we might have to just cruise right on by the docks, because the first thing that they're going to do is control in and out, especially if they've set up this much camp here.
Mm-hmm.
Are they on the docks as well?
You don't see any.
It didn't look like it when I
didn't
when I
there.
scoped it out.
Telescope.
I pull out the
Seems fine.
telescope. Do I see any like milling about the docks in
Make
the
a-
town nearby?
Perception with advantage, please.
Guidance myself.
Okay.
Oh, that's a little high. 15.
So it's
Jesus Christ, you rolled a
29,
94?
actually. Because you have advantage because you're using the telescope.
Oh, true.
Okay, so I might have just been a little bit misleading with what I was saying before. The encampment is in the field to the south of Blackmarsh City and Castle. They are not inside the walls, as far as you know. There could be some in there, presumably. The docks are on the eastern side of Blackmarsh. Like Blackmarsh, the city / castle, is basically built from the docks all the way around in a big lagoon-style kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh.
presumably, if you're in the city, you could just walk to the docks. But you can't. I mean, you could, I guess, swim to the docks by going like around. But yeah, it is like an enclosed thing. It is a very secure dock, for what it's worth.
Okay.
As far as people that you see milling about at the docks, you will see like a dockmaster and a couple of workers here or there. You actually, given the time, you probably start to see a lot of small fishing craft, 1- and 2-man teams, kind of getting into very small boats and, getting themselves out to sea to go fishing for the day. And yeah, I mean, you see all kinds of different colors on cloaks. You see all kinds of people in various state of dress or
Undress?
arms, I guess is appropriate. You could guess that there's a fair number of guards. Sailors obviously aren't wearing a ton of armor, but do have a weapon on their hip. Stuff like that. It's not like you see like a whole fucking battalion of like full armored knights walking down the street or anything like that. It just looks like a relatively peaceful, if not kind of middle class working area. From what
Okay.
you
Looking
can
at
tell.
the faces of people, do they seem afraid or are they all chilling? Like the Inquisition isn't a big deal to them.
Make an insight check.
13.
I give you guidance.
With guidance.
16.
16. You see a lot of long faces. As you're kind of looking through, you notice, like, there's a lot of people yawning, which makes sense. It is early in the morning. There is a curious lack of, like, just happy people. Like, even like the fishmongers near the wharf, appear to be like half-heartedly yelling at everybody to buy their fish. You don't see like what you'd expect of a thriving metropolis of a fishing town.
Okay.
Everything's kind of seems a little bit muted to you.
Well, we're not too late at least, but we have our work cut out for us.
It seems all right. They look happy, I think, from this far.
Yes, as long as you're way back there. Well, shall we dock then? Since there's no Inquisition in the city, at least yet.
Absolutely.
Seems reasonable.
Okay. So as you guys kind of pull your, I'm not going to say the name of it, your ship into the docks, you pull up to one of the larger docks. You do see that there are several smaller ones, obviously set for smaller ships. You do have to wait a little bit for some traffic to come out, and then you can enter, and you end up mooring yourselves to one of the larger docks. And as you make your way to the deck of the ship, your crew's kind of all assembled there, in their Sunday best, and they're all kind of looking at you like, kind of have like a shore leave kind of hopeful look on their faces as they're all kind of looking at you guys for orders as you guys make your way to the deck.
What do you say, Cohen? I'd say we'll probably be here for quite a while.
I agree. I look over to the men. Everyone wants to go on shore, surely, right?
They're all like frantically like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can I, out of character, can I hire like, how can we hire someone to watch the ship?
Dockmasters will watch it for you. It costs a little money.
But,
but
and like,
yeah.
yeah, okay. So I will go over. Who has the money for us, or is it just in the?
I think I have the bag of holding, but anybody can take it.
Okay. I'll just go pay whatever he wants for that, so all of our guys can have a day.
Okay.
At least.
Just so you know, docking for the day is
Or can we pay hourly? I don't know if they got motel rates or.
It's pay per day, and it's 5 gold per day. And if you want somebody from the dockmaster station to board your ship and walk through and make sure nobody's like snuck on, stealing anything or anything like that, then the rate is 10 gold per day.
I mean, all our valuables are in the bag of holding, right? So.
That's true. How do you feel about your forge just being technically open? Is that fine?
Which will be fine.
No one will go down there, surely. Okay, that's
I
fucking
worry more about someone
terrifying.
Concerning
finding
that.
this forge.
I'm more concerned about the people wandering down in there than. Okay, alright, well.
Yes, and we should make sure nobody finds the Agman Stonefriend flag.
Would you?
Tie that deep in the bowels.
Can you put that in the bag of holding?
holding.
Ah, good idea.
Surely
Shove
it
it
would
in.
be fine. Yeah, awesome.
Would you like me to resume my list keeping with our current finances?
That would be wonderful. Although we do have a bag of holding item now that keeps track of some stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Well,
That's
it has all
good.
our gems in it, and that's about it.
Last I left, we had 22,983 gold pieces.
That is correct.
Ah, we haven't spent anything?
We've been on a boat.
I don't think
Going
we
fast.
really kind of got everything we needed prior.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, that's super easy to keep track of then.
We do need to get some lumber here, though. Perhaps we'll do that on the way back.
And
after
keep
we
in
walk
mind,
around a little bit.
eventually you'll have to make your payments to your crew.
Right.
Oh, right. How much was that?
I can check.
I
the
thought we
notes.
paid them for like a whole
We
long
did it
time.
for-
You paid them,
Yeah.
I think, for a year.
We
Yeah, we paid
All the
owe.
way up.
No, I have a note right here. We owe them 6,422 gold pieces in 100 days from the day we left.
Yeah, okay. So we're chilling.
I'm sure we had. How many days has it been?
You paid for 100 days up front. It has been, I'll have to do the math on that later, but less than 30.
Okay, just so
Okay,
we
yeah.
know.
I'm going to
So we're fine
say
then.
probably somewhere around like 20 to 25 days so far.
Okay.
We have 75
doing
days
good,
to pay for a sliver. We have tons of cash. We're in good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are
We just need to not
pretty
be
good
crazy
liquid
with it.
currency there.
I'm gonna elbow Ebby really hard, like, shh. Say that so loud. Jesus Christ.
We're still on the
Right.
ship.
Oh.
So
And the
do
crew
we
is all
need to-
gone.
Do we need to get anything else other
Yeah,
than
but
lumber?
he's standing right there, and I'm gonna point at Van Veers.
I have my gold and platinum. Don't worry.
I think we have plenty of food, considering the dragon and the sea serpents we killed earlier, so I think we're fine.
Okay, sounds good.
The crew starts filing past you guys and getting off the ship, and several of them start making their way to a tavern. One or two start asking the dockmaster about a brothel. And yeah, they kind of start going amok, their own different ways as they are wont to do on shore leave.
Have fun.
But almost none of them acknowledge you as you say good, have fun. They're like, we're free. Like one or
Alright,
two of
Cohen,
them
what's
is
our
like,
first play?
I think we just want to go into town. Need to see who's around that is trustworthy.
All right, lead the way. Never been here before.
Yeah, right. Guess I will just get off. Start heading off the boat.
Okay.
As we're walking,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna whisper to Merrick, not really quietly, be like, so why aren't we just going to the castle and kicking down the doors? Is he not like the king?
I think from the letter he's a secret king, but not really. So they might not know that we're coming.
But
So we
isn't that
make
the
sure
point
they don't get mad at us, and we have
of,
to
isn't
kill
that the
them.
point of kicking a door down so they know we're here?
It's a very large door with a moat, I'm sure.
Why would a door have a goat? Oh, moat.
It's a moat, yes.
Right, a
No.
female goat, of course.
Right, exactly. We'd have to milk it to open it. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, so as you guys disembark from the ship and you start making your way throughout the dock and harbor area, you presumably settle up with the quartermaster for docking. If you're paying per day, you'll have to come back every morning and give him another 5 gold for the day. Or you can just pay him up front. Either way, just let me
You
know.
want to just pay for a week now?
I'll just pay for one day. I think we'll figure it out after a day.
I'm gonna pay for 2 in case things go wrong because we can afford that,
That's fine.
and that way we don't have to come back right away.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Then you start making your way through the actual town itself. Who's got the highest passive perception? Is it 18 with Gran?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got 18.
Okay, then I'll narrate what. Who's got the lowest, out of curiosity?
Probably going.
I got a solid,
If I had
8,
to
buddy.
guess.
An 8. Woo. All right. So,
Yeah. I got the
yeah.
helmet down.
Woo, yeah.
On it down, yeah.
Yeah, helmet visor down. You are not seeing a lot. Okay, but presumably everybody else is decent numbers?
I got 18.
14.
So 18.
Okay.
15.
Okay, so yeah, 14, 15, 18, got it. Okay. Not terrible.
They're
so-
leading the blind.
Yeah, so for the rest of you that are leading your blind party member, couple of things strike you noteworthy. There are guards kind of walking through the town. You don't see a ton of them. It's not like it's overrun with guards, but, there seems to be, at least one at every street corner. Not just standing around, but, presumably doing patrols and stuff. You don't generally go a block or two without seeing at least one guard. One thing strikes you as odd, though. All of the guards appear to be very tired. You see them almost all leaning, against the side of a building, or as they're walking on their patrol, they'll kind of stop and lean against a building and yawn, and then just kind of shake their head. And you see a couple of them smacking themselves in the face, splashing water, and then continue walking.
Have I noticed this at this point?
Presumably one of your party members might say something, but you probably
This place
would
needs a
notice it,
thunderbox.
right? There you go.
Mhm.
What do you mean?
Everyone here appears to be tired.
Well, that's
Around, all
not
the guards are
normal.
yawning.
That's not normal of this place at all.
Maybe there's something in the water.
They closed the thunderbox?
I'm gonna go walk up and talk to the nearest yawning guardsman.
Sure. He
Hello, sir.
noticed you. Hello. Well,
What,
hi.
Have you gotten a good night's sleep this week?
Oh, no.
Seems to be the issue here.
Well, ever since the old king died, things need to be done, and there's only so many guards. You gotta pull extra shifts. You know how it goes. He never kept a huge guard presence, but, a changing of the guard, as it were. We're going to be banking some vacation time up pretty good, so,
Do you mind?
That's the
Do you
upside.
mind if I have one of my party members check you for any magic
yeah,
that's been bestowed on you? For...
yeah.
I'm gonna turn back to the party. Can someone see if he's under, perhaps not a magic spell, but something?
You want me to shoot him? See
No,
if he dies?
no, definitely not that.
No.
Let me identify him. Give me a second.
Thank you.
He's gonna shoot him.
That's fine. Let Gran just I'm gonna put him over here.
The guard
Alright,
just kind of looks at your talking robot, and he's just like,
Yeah.
And then I start casting detect magic as well. while they're
Okay.
working.
I'll cast Identify him.
Okay. Does identify... What do you learn if it's on a person?
If he's magically imbued.
Oh,
Yeah, any spells on him.
That's kind of I think what would work more for what I'm
Gotcha.
thinking, at least
Gotcha.
character-wise.
okay, yeah. Let me check. One... Okay. This guard does not appear to be under the effects of any magical spell.
He's just tired, but his yachting's making me tired too.
Fuck you. Yeah, that legitimately got me.
Yeah, me too. Oh no, it's a circle. Everyone's doing it now. The only one who's resisted is Derek. How? It's a secret. He's always tired.
Iron Will right there.
Yeah.
His helmet's down. He didn't notice.
His mask is down. You can't even tell. It's just a mask. He's just yawning.
So, all right. So I probably believe that nothing is affecting this man. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Would you say?
I was just gonna say, I'm very hungry. God, do you have some place that serves very fatty food? Makes you big.
Well, all of the taverns have food. There's a market a couple streets down. You can find all sorts of things. Lots of fowl, lots of ducks, lots of chickens.
I can
Those
bring
are
you.
fatty.
I can bring you to the best tavern.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got it. All right. Well, I just wanted to check on you, guard. What was your name?
Appreciate that. Let me quickly generate a name for this guy.
I mean, just sorry, Jay.
All good. No, you're good. I need a name.
Guard number 1.
Okay, I'm
Blonde.
not saying that one because you guys will roast me for it. Not saying that one because you guys will roast me for it.
Oh, come on.
His name is Denon.
Okay.
Denon D's nuts.
Okay, well, the other two options were nasal and shitvor.
I mean,
my God.
What? Ooh.
I think
Definitely
his
should have
name
gotten that
is
second
canon
one.
now.
Nasal
Denon
stav and shitvor renturu.
My next character's name is Shitmore.
This guy's name is Denon Sagaston. You don't get the last name though. That was my.
Oh, okay. Okay.
On
What are you using for your random name generator? Because those are bad.
That was incredible.
It might be fantasynamegenerators.com, maybe.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
Honestly, that website sometimes feels like it just is
It's real bad.
I love
Yeah,
it.
The troll
fucking
is
love
strong
it.
today.
It's so good.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. All right. Thank you for stopping and talking with me for a moment. Hope you.
of course, anytime. Oh,
Damn it.
I was role playing that time. Did I get at you?
I'm gonna turn around back to the party and say, we don't need to bother this man any further.
How long was that conversation?
2 or 3 minutes.
Cool. I stand there for another 7, even while my party leaves, just completely motionless, casting Detect Magic.
Gran, are you coming?
Just standing there.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll stay with him.
Can we
Okay.
drag him as he is doing that? Is that a thing?
Can you drag like 500 pounds? I'm a thick boy.
I can't even carry 500 pounds.
Anybody with a perception of 10 or higher sees. It wasn't a stealth roll or anything. It was just to see what the DC was going to be for passive perception. A old crone with a stoop, and she has a cane and is walking ever so slowly, has a disgusting wart growing on the side of her nose with one little hair poking out of it. And as she speaks, it like bounces and the hair like, is like threatening to like poke her in the eye, which is a little bit confusing, a little bit like, what the fuck is happening? How does she not see that? And then you notice that her eyes are a pure milky white. And she speaks to you in a very low voice. Cato, be a good young man and help me cross the street. Young woman? Young man? Old man? Hello? She starts like moving her cane around and like smacking you in the kneecaps a couple of times. Yes, there's somebody here. Help me across the street. Smacks you.
I get
again.
an inside check on this woman.
Yeah, go for it. It would help if I could see what that was.
Oh, for the love of Pete, why is that?
It's just question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, 16. Yeah, so looking at her eyes, you can make a medicine check if you want to know more, but you've heard of people with milky white eyes. Generally, this happens to people that are, like, terminally blind. You know, you don't use it, you lose it kind of deal. And she clearly is not looking at you when she speaks. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, I don't fucking know. They're like milky and white and not like the irises are not in focus on anything. Like when you're looking at her and talking to her, like if you were to say anything, like she would look at where the voice is coming from, but her eyes won't match yours, and like one of them is maybe like slightly lazy and like obviously not looking at you because she can't fucking see. You do get the impression she's blind. She is clearly old. I don't know what more you want me to tell you about her. She doesn't seem super deceptive.
Life story, Social Security. Okay.
Yeah.
Take me across
Her
the street
social
for the
security
weed
number
store.
is 13 because she's fucking old.
It's for my glaucoma.
It's 1.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll help her across the street.
Okay. You start like slowly helping her across the street, and she's like, "Oh, slow down!" Like smacking you in the knees with her cane a little bit more as you're, trying to lead her across, but she's presumably wants you to slow down because maybe you're going too fast. I don't know.
I take a step away and replace my hand with a mage hand.
Okay. I was gonna say, eventually the mage hand does guide her away across the rest of the street, and you see her other hand kind of come and clasp the mage hand for a second and like pat something there, and then she like takes her hands away and walk away. What does the mage hand do?
So she like patted it and then kind of like let go.
Yeah.
I'll bring the mage hand back.
Okay. You bring the mage hand back, and there appears to be a roll of parchment in the mage hand's hand.
I would take the parchment and take a look and see what it is.
Okay. Please hold.
Says, do not trust Denon these nuts.
The way you described it there, I thought of a mage hand as like a person with another big hand.
I always
Just
picture
the way you
it
said
as-
it, because you're like, it's in the mage's hand.
I always picture
picturing
Maze
Dragon
as...
Glove from
Yeah, from
Super
Super
Smash
Smash
Bros.
Bros. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Just the big hand, yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah,
it's just
the boss fight. Yeah, we're doing the same hand gestures.
Comes and pokes. you.
PTSD from that fight.
yeah.
Fuck Game and Watch. Anyway.
Has it been 10 minutes yet?
Nope.
Fuck.
It's like maybe
Committing to
2
this.
while the mage hand
I
walked the old lady across the street.
Okay, so it's
I
been
don't-
5. All right, halfway there.
who's
Halfway
that?
there.
I know. Do you know who that old lady was, or are you walking random old ladies across the street?
Just a moment, I'm reading something.
Yeah, he's got this parchment. He's just unrolled it and he's just reading.
You should check your pockets in case she pickpicked you.
Sure, I check my pockets.
Says, please subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Oh god. It's only fan,
Only
no
grands.
plural.
Yeah. Please be
There's
my
just the one.
OnlyFan.
Oh man.
Private showings.
You didn't feel anything, but give yourself an investigation check, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't find anything missing.
Okay.
Although, I guess if something was missing, you wouldn't have found it, right? You find
It's
that
true.
everything seems to be there that you should be accounted for is there, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. So after I finish reading it, I will kind of pass it around the party. And so she gave me this really weird note. What do you guys make of this?
How does a blind woman give you a note?
How did she write it?
I couldn't
Why
tell
does
you.
it look like her butthole?
Which thing are you looking at?
I'm casting a ritual.
Do you want me to share it with them, or do you want to just read it to them?
That's a lot of reading, so go ahead and share it.
Okay. All players show.
It's talking about me.
Yes, you are in fact mentioned. I think. It's probably you. It might be you.
The old lady's pretty metal.
Yeah.
Fucking grim.
Just keep in mind that when you're reading this, put like distorted guitars and blast beats and pretend that those words are being screamed at you.
I'm screaming it in my head. Yeah.
Do you recognize the song? Because I straight up stole it from a song.
I was gonna say
It's definitely reminding me of something. I just hadn't figured
Yeah.
out what yet.
Oh, there is a link to a different campaign, by the way. That is the same song a certain bard sung to you guys in a tavern. And that was intentional.
I
If you
remember
would
the
like,
first line now.
yep. If you would
I
like
just didn't.
a musical accompaniment, I will send you the link to the song.
Oh, that's not creepy at all.
A little bit, yeah.
What's not creepy?
The undead are among us. At dawn they shrink back to their silken beds.
They dance by night and drink the blood of child's broken neck.
Sounds like some vampires.
I mean, why would you have to break the neck before you drink the blood? That's just mean.
I think it's more of a
maybe
faucet,
it's-
really.
That's cruel to the child to kill it first.
Haven't you ever
Yeah.
popped one of those juice drinks? You know, kind of
Huh.
snap the top, it just sprays all out. I would imagine it's. Never.
Oh, yes, I'm sure vampires think like that.
Random child walking past. Yeah, you're talking about Capri Moon, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm kidding. He didn't say that.
Nailed it.
Well,
That's exactly where my head went.
Okay, change it from sun to
interesting.
moon.
We should probably keep this note.
Perhaps we should buy some holy water or something, just in case. Maybe a lot of it.
You know, one of these?
Ah,
You always
well
keep
done,
holy
Ven.
water.
Thinking ahead.
I like to think in my head Canon Van Varys is just traveling around with like a 5-gallon jug of holy water.
You never know what holy water gets rid of spirits.
Yeah.
See, I was
Yes.
kind of figuring the overcoat, like he pulls it open and there's just it's lined inside with flasks.
It's a modern
Holy
day John
water,
Constantine.
acid. Yes.
He trips and falls
No,
on
no,
the
no, don't-
sidewalk. His floor, his coat is just full of broken glass.
He's got a gun with like 6 chambers of crucifixes he shoots at people.
Well, I found what I'm building next.
Fucking
Crucifixes.
blade.
You're
Good
welcome.
idea.
I would also like to state that I am not wearing my grappling hook hand right now. It's
Okay.
my normal hand. Oh yeah, I made a detachable arm, by the way, Tarek.
That's pretty cool.
I can pop my
I
arm
would
off.
do that if I was a Warforged. I'd be fucking Mr. Potato Head if I was a Warforged.
He's working towards it.
I very much wanted to make the Barrett from Final Fantasy VII gun.
Ah, yeah. hmm
But I have a grappling hook right now, so I'm working towards the Barrett.
I mean, a grappling hook is still pretty freaking cool. But also, I think you recently were used as fish bait because of it.
No, that was a different rope.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
But weren't you just in a serpent?
dragon.
My mistake.
Much bigger, much scarier.
It
So,
was definitely dragging him.
As we're walking through, or I guess we probably just finished what he was doing. I'm gonna kind of go to an open area, just probably turn around in the street, and I haven't done this before, so just, watch out. And kind of like wave my hand and cast Find Steed.
Oh.
I want the wolf variety now.
Okay.
Do we remember that magic is generally frowned upon?
A fey wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I guess-
Inquisition aren't here.
Is
Inquisition
magic
aren't
frowned upon in
normally
Blackmarsh generally or not?
Nope.
Way cooler.
Inquisition aren't inside usually.
Okay, cool.
Where are you picking
Like
a
traditionally they
camel?
aren't really here.
So, as you're casting the spell, it is just an action, so it takes course over 6 seconds.
Yeah.
You cast the spell, and say, this hasn't happened before, and as if materializing in front of you, a otherworldly steed of your chosen choice, so wolf in this case, appears, and I was about to say it neighs at you, but it's a wolf, so it just kind of looks at you and chuffs a little bit, and then just kind of nuzzles against your arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Going for Jon Snow vibes with the direwolf.
Dope.
So that works.
I like that.
Okay. I'm gonna pet it and have anything to give it.
Do you actually do that,
I guess
Brian?
it's otherworldly.
No.
It was worth asking. You never know.
Do it, you coward.
That's mean.
So I only have 1 second level spell. Oh man.
Actually,
I have to wait till
for some
tomorrow.
reason.
Yeah, well, you're level 7. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Do
I'm
it.
surprised by that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. I just wanted to hang out with us today.
Sure.
I
Now
mean,
that
it
you're...
doesn't go away anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was checking, and I was like, "That's
Yeah.
kind of cool." It's just like
Yeah, it's not just for today. It's permanent now.
it's just there, and I can summon it whenever. Yeah,
Forever, ever, forever.
which is pretty cool.
It dies.
Yep.
Surely that won't happen.
Surely.
All right,
Well,
so,
given the ominous note, should we perhaps keep a watch out tonight? See if anything weird happens in the streets.
perhaps.
I'll stare.
Sure, I don't mind that. I can definitely walk the streets as needed.
Well,
I don't
let's
Trust
go to
that.
the keep.
Okay. So are you leading them through the town to the castle?
Yeah, I'm gonna your choice, but there's gonna be one tavern that it's gonna be like the tavern of the one you used to go to all the time.
Sure.
The best one in the city. I'll
Sure.
point that out as we walk by.
Mm-hmm.
We could stay there and get some food later.
I have a name for that one. Hold on.
Perfect.
Is it also using,
No.
okay.
It's not a shitboard tavern, is it?
That's exactly right. No, it's the... Just kidding.
Laison D's Tavern.
Yeah, exactly. D's what? D's nuts? Huh? Got him! No, this one
Roasted
is...
yourself. Well done.
Okay, it's not that one. You said you frequented this place, right? Okay.
Yes.
How promiscuous is your character? Do you,
I
do
think
you frequent a brothel tavern, or would you frequent just a tavern?
I'm chaotic good, so a little bit of chaos probably.
All right. I'll just go with the tavern, and maybe you just visit the brothel on occasion.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
He doesn't
I
share
just
where
know
he
of it.
Right.
Surely.
Exactly. This one would be.
Hey guys, look, it's Cohen.
Everyone recognizes.
Running out the doors.
The Crippled Horse Tavern.
Perfect. Oh, look, it's the Crippled Horse. We go there quite often. Good
Don't they
food.
usually shoot those?
I was gonna say, is it called the
They
glue
bring them out
factory?
back.
Um,
Well, let's head in.
as you're, are you actually stopping in, or are you just walking by as you're going to the keep?
I'm not sure. I'm following Cohen.
I wanted to go look at the keep for now.
Okay, cool.
Check it
As you're
out.
walking by, though, you do see the sign out front that does say the Crippled Horse Tavern. The kind of symbol on, like, it says like Crooked Horse, and then the bottom it says Tavern, and the symbol is a horse on its hind legs with its front legs like up in front of it like this, wrapped in bandages. And there is a keg of ale pouring directly into the horse's mouth.
Surely it's been 10 minutes by now.
Presumably, because the party has been walking.
Oh, I know. I'm still beside the guard.
Okay,
I waited
yeah.
until you left.
Then they would have waited until you were done before you left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you get the same information
Would we
Jason got when
have?
you cast the spell.
Alright.
He is not under the effects of any magical spell.
Anything around him, though? Like any... As we're walking? Because it's 10 minutes? What is
Okay.
the uptime of Detect Magic? Hold on 1 second.
Isn't it like
It
an
lasts
hour?
for 10 minutes.
Oh,
10 minutes.
10 minutes. I mean, there's probably the odd thing here or there that's pinging. Once or twice on a guard. Yeah, it's
Essentially,
probably-
I only want to know if it's something that would drastically catch my attention.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
something crazy
Yeah.
on the scale.
Yeah, nothing really throws off your radar, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nothing that you wouldn't expect to see. Okay. So as you're traveling towards the keep, you pass the tavern, and across the street from the tavern is a brothel. There's also a blacksmith just down the road. A farrier shop, furniture place, general store. There's a small garden that seems to have all sorts of plants. Yeah. And then you're making your way towards the keep, where you see that there is a large stone wall built within the city itself, but obviously keeping the keep separate from the city, despite the keep being in the center of the city. And at each of the doors, drawbridges, not drawbridges, it's just big doors and gates. You do see there are 2 guards on post at each gate entrance towards the keep. Currently the gates are up, as in open, and there are 2 guards standing by as you
Do
approach.
I recognize anybody?
No.
Uh,
No door to kick.
probably not, unless you went in some places. It's just random people so far.
I'm
Um,
gonna go
yeah.
up to one of them, because they would know who Wrath is,
Mhm.
and ask if they've seen Wrath around lately.
I haven't heard that name in a while. Ugh. Old humble guard himself, eh? No, last I heard he was off having an adventure, chasing after his kid or something. I don't remember. That was like
Okay.
months ago. Wasn't it?
It's about that.
Kind of looks over at the other guard for like confirmation, and the other guard's just like leaning against the fence, like completely passed out. He like takes off his helmet and like throws it, and it hits the guard right in the side, and he's just like, "Oh, what? What? I was watching." It's like, "You were asleep, man. That's not cool." It's like, "Well, I pulled a double yesterday. Get off my ass. Just wake me up if something crazy happens." Just immediately passes out again.
Okay. I mean, I guess I could look around inside, or I could go to where my foster parents' house was, I guess.
Sure. They did live in the keep for the most part, as the keep is obviously like there's the large central castle in the center, and then there's many outbuildings within the actual keep structure itself. So you want to go towards where they lived?
Yeah, I guess so, because this
All right.
isn't gonna be fruitful.
Yeah, you're good. So you start making your way over towards where their abode was. That's the wrong thing. And within one of the large, like, dorm-style buildings is where you find the Humble Guard abode that you are so familiar with. The door is currently closed.
Is this a door to kick open?
No,
Oh,
this is my old home.
so you want to let them know you're here?
You don't kick down doors. It's not a normal thing to do.
No,
But it's your door.
But people knock doors, right? And knock opens doors. It's a very loud and obtrusive spell, so I figured if I don't know the spell, I'll just use my foot instead.
I don't think we've done that campaign, sir.
Well, it's common knowledge that people knock on doors, magic, and I use my foot instead.
Right.
Don't look at me like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy.
You're a little crazy.
Not my fault. I got swallowed by a sea dragon.
I'll pat you on the head. It's okay, Grant.
So do you knock?
Yeah.
Okay. You knock and wait. How long would you wait before you knock again or leave? Because I don't want to say
30
like you.
seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to be like you wait for a minute and then you guys fuck no we would have left. Okay, so about 20 seconds after knocking, you hear what sounds like a little bit of a commotion from the other side of the door, like somebody's moving something. You hear a feminine voice. Oh shit! As pottery smashes and into many, many shards. And eventually the door cracks open a couple inches and you see a young woman. How to describe? It's blonde, blue eyes, relatively short. It's probably 5'4". See one eye kind of poking out from beyond the door. Yeah, what?
Do I have I guess I have my helmet on probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take off my helmet. How you doing?
Fuck
Get off.
off.
So, where's mom and dad?
I don't know. They kicked me out, and Wrath told me I should watch his place and I can stay here while he's off finding you or whatever the hell he is doing.
Alright, well, it's probably better off that you're here. Does anybody know you're here?
Well, you and your friends.
Hello.
Hi.
Fine. I
Hi.
trust them.
Okay.
Alright, well, I just wanted to see who was all here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's been going on?
Like, in a general sense, or...
Yes.
Yeah, the king died. And then the prince is being sworn in a couple of days or something. And there's some black-cloaked people that hate magic outside the city that want an audience with the new king.
Perfect. That's fine. I
Yeah.
just wanted to see where you were at.
Hey, you got
sounds
any
good.
money?
You should. Give me like 10 gold, please.
Sure, I'll fish out 10 gold.
You got a serving man, and you're only going to give your sister 10 gold?
No, I'm gonna give you 2 gold. I'm gonna hand 2.
She takes the 2 gold and goes, but we're blood.
You stay safe. And I'm gonna close the door.
Okay. you just, as you turn away from the door, you just hear, what a fucking asshole.
I'm gonna give the 8 gold back. I guess I didn't need the 10.
All right.
I'll get back. Down to the
And
left.
can I go? I guess try to find my family's house, the Skyhammer house.
Sure. The Skyhammer house is in the city. It's not in the keep itself. So, leaving the keep, you walk past the same 2 guards, and you lead them kind of... One of the reasons why you really liked that one tavern is because it was only a couple of blocks away from your actual house. Yeah, eventually you see the front kind of garden that that Jessamine had always kept neat and cleaned. See, the front porch area is fallen into a little bit of disrepair. You know, chips of paint here or there missing that hasn't been upkept probably as well as you might expect. But everything seems functional still, and you know, nothing really sets off any alarm bells as you approach.
Okay. I'm gonna go knock on the door, I guess. I don't see anybody outside, right?
No.
Okay.
You knock on the door, and after, you know, probably about 10 seconds or so, you just hear, hold on. A couple more seconds goes by, and eventually the door just opens up wide, and you see a 6-foot-tall, dark-haired, dark-eyed, clean-cut, broad-shouldered, rosy-cheeked gentleman with his nose a little bit red. But as soon as he sees a group of adventurers, just whoa, nothing to rob here. Tavern's just down the road. Do you guys need something?
I'm gonna take off my helmet again, I guess. Forgot it.
Oh!
It was on.
Hey, Cohen, you're home.
Yep.
Uh,
Got the letter.
Oh. Right. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I suppose you probably want to talk then.
That should
Okay.
probably be wise.
Well, come in. Your friends can come too. I'll go get Jess.
Yeah.
Kind of scurries off to the back kitchen area, and you hear kind of like a murmured, like hushed conversation happening, like rapidly between the two, and then some excited voices, and then as you're kind of ushering the rest of your party in, you see, you know, Jessamine poke in, and her eyes are already brimming with tears, and she comes running over and gives you a big hug.
Mm-hmm. I'll hug her back.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess to shorten things up here, I need to know who I can trust here in this city.
Well, Jessamine just goes, you can trust us with anything. And Hal goes, I think he means on a more grand scale, dear. Your sister's, I don't know, working in a tavern or something, or sleeping on somebody's living room floor. I don't know.
She's fine.
Oh,
Spoke with her.
Oh, good. What's she doing these days?
Don't know what she's doing. She's at Wrath's house, currently staying. I think it's probably best to stay low there for a little while.
Huh. Well,
At least she's out of our hair.
well, hopefully he didn't have anything he didn't mind having to buy back from pawn. Well, anyway, you didn't Want to rehash old family drama? Okay, let's see. King died. New prince being sworn in a couple of days. It seems nice enough. Obviously didn't, talk to him a ton. Relatively close to the
So-
family, but, it's not like...
Who's this prince then?
Yeah, well, I guess... Whew, it's a hard conversation. You said you read the letter, so, technically, I guess he's your brother?
Hmm.
His name is Gren?
Hey, that's my name. Am I your
Danaean?
brother?
Son of Eliandra and Ysendor?
Okay.
Your birth parents?
Mm-hmm. Is he a good person?
By all accounts, I've not heard much ill of him. Some people say a little bit snooty, but
That's
I guess that can't be helped.
what do we know what they're doing about the Inquisition being right outside?
The Inquisition are allowed into the town, but they are not to subjugate anyone to their rule. The royal decree so far has been that they are welcome to be tourists and only tourists until the swearing in, and then the prince, the king, will then make a decree on, I suppose, law on how they're going to handle them.
Well, we need to... I'm going to turn over to my party. I think we should probably speak with this new king and figure out if he's good or not. Don't want him
Well-
to turn Inquisition.
This person could be totally illegitimate, and your claim to the throne is stronger.
This is true as well. Don't really want to reveal myself, however. Especially if he's corrupted already. If he already has power within the city, he could easily just take us.
Sorry, when you say corrupted, what do you mean?
I mean...
Like, you
what-
think he's, like, evil or something?
I mean, on any version of the word, really.
Oh. Interesting.
You puppet for the Inquisition?
That, or just not a good person.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
I wouldn't want my homeland to turn to shit because my father died.
Yeah, you also said you didn't want to be hands-on with the rulership, so you're happy if someone in your family,
I think this would work
gets
out
in.
as long as he's not going to turn it over.
So, real quick, one thing that everybody in the party except for Cohen notices is when Cohen said, "Since my father died," you see Hal just wince. Cohen just doesn't notice. The rest of you are just like, ooh.
Awkward.
Staying out of that.
Yep. Sorry, continue.
Do you think he's to be trusted then? I turn back to the foster parents.
Sorry, were you talking to me?
Yeah,
Sorry, what was the
yeah.
question?
I turn back to them and say, "Do you think he's to trust?"
I don't know. We haven't really interacted with the boy much, or it's not a boy, same age as you.
Right.
But I mean, the old king was a nice enough person. I can't imagine he'd raise, a little hellion.
Does anybody else know about me? I guess.
Well, obviously the queen, rest her soul. The king, rest his soul. I
Anyone
don't.
still alive. Anyone that's still alive?
Maybe the king's old advisor, perhaps the queen's old nurse, if she's still around. I don't know. There may have been, any small number of serving staff the day you were born, and probably that week before you were turned over to us.
How would I be able to contact some of the first people we were speaking there?
I don't know. You'd probably have to get their names and stuff from the official records and then find out where they are and, all of that. All those records would be in the keep, I imagine.
Okay. Alright, well, looks like I have my work cut out for me.
You, picked a great time to come back, son. Or,
Oh, your dad? I walk over and give him a hug.
he hugs and, rests his, chin on your shoulder, and the rest of your party members see, one single tear drop. That means a lot, son.
Oil starts leaking from one of my eyes. Sorry, excuse me.
You are the man that raised me.
Hell, we did our best.
I appreciate everything.
I hope we were enough, but understanding your birthright, if you wanted more, you are well within your rights to presumably make a claim for it. We'll back you if you decide to go that way, and I'm sure we kept records, and Wrath, I'm sure, kept records, and, I'm sure he will lend his testimony, absolutely,
He comes back alive.
Oh, I assumed he had found you. If you had the letter.
Yes, and then we parted ways again.
Oh, okay. Right.
His job wasn't done. He was still trying to find someone that my character doesn't remember at the moment.
Jason's first character's sister.
Yeah, that person.
Yeah, yep.
Uh-huh.
All right.
She was an evil person using magic on mechanical creatures, I think. Is that the one?
It's close enough.
Something.
Yeah.
I also remember there being a bunch of bodies that had all of the blood removed.
That she did as well. Or we don't know if she did it.
Could
but
very well have been other sulfury people.
Yeah.
That does harken back to the strange note we just received.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? From the old blind woman.
I suppose we'll have to be careful in this city. More terrible things could be happening.
I feel like we need to find that old witch. Or blind woman, not a witch.
Yes, that's very insensitive of you.
Yes, sorry.
Well,
She's a very nice lady.
if you're looking for a place to stay, your room is as you left it. I don't think there's enough room in there to fit all of your friends. But
We'll stay at the tavern. I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't sleep.
Don't want to keep.
I'll just stand here. Oh, I see.
right.
That's awkward.
But it's good to see you again. It's good to, have the old family as one again. We really should have told you years ago.
I can't blame you.
Yeah,
No,
you could.
Definitely could.
You could. Your scary masked friend is right.
All right. I could. Yeah, I probably could have blamed you.
It stings a little bit more now, but I suppose we brought that on ourselves.
I'm really just saying what you said, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say. Yourself is your worst critic. So.
All right. Well, I'll be seeing you.
All right. Well,
Appreciate you, and
feel free to stop by any time.
Oh yeah.
Is this still
Definitely.
your
I'm sure
home?
we'll be here. We'll be here probably for at least a day or two.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. As you guys all kind of get up and file out of the old Skyhammer residence, we'll call the session there for the night. And you guys can obviously figure it out between now and next week on what the next move will be. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. We go live every Monday. The time schedule is going to be a little bit different nowadays. Because one of us had to go off and have another kid. I'm totally teasing. It will be a little bit later a start. It means shorter sessions, but it's either that or we don't get to play with the boys, you know? So we make some sacrifices. So it's 7:45, 8 o'clock-ish to 10 o'clock-ish on Monday nights now. So if you're watching it on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream then, and subscribe if you want to. Or don't if you don't want to. Either way, I'm not worried about it. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.